Good evening, Internet. So I'm going to have to try and keep it down because my parents are sleeping and I got this idea that's kind of been bugging me. No, it's not super depressing, but it's just the idea that I'm stifling my YouTube channel and stifling myself as a YouTube creator and just a creator in general because I haven't put myself in a box, because I haven't found a niche that I'm good at, because I like being the random ass channel that I am. Because I post everything from gaming to news to vlogs to just random ass bullshit that I enjoy making. And if I feel like making a video, I will make a video. If I'm passionate enough about some news story, I will talk about it. Kind of like with the Daddy 05 issue. I felt like my 2 cents was valuable to some degree. And I don't want to become a news channel and just talk about news because it's popular, because it's what gets people clicking. And I noticed that some of the stuff I did make did attract people to my channel, and people must have thought I was some sort of news channel, and I guess they lost interest when they saw most of my content wasn't newsy. My gaming content is lackluster here too, because I haven't figured out the gaming formula to find the perfect edit, because I get so engrossed in a game that my mind just kind of loses track of the fact that, oh yeah, I'm recording a video and whatnot. And I love gaming content. I love watching good Let's Plays, and I haven't figured that formula out. And then when I feel like I make a good random ass edit, like I felt like with the Psy thing, after watching it back, after I published it, there was some missing elements to it that wasn't great. And the fact that I haven't put myself in a box is hurting my channel's growth. The fact that I'm not secluding myself to one topic is just destroying any potential of my channel growing. My channel is changing so frequently that people don't like it. They don't like the change. I had a friend who had a very serious talk with me, being like, you need to focus on one thing here. Your channel is scaring people off because people don't like change. You need to get yourself into a niche. And that sucks, because society, as much as we are growing up saying we can be anything we want to be, we can do whatever the hell we want to do when we get older, society forces you into a box. And if you don't sit yourself into that box, or put yourself in a smaller box within that box, you're not going to be successful at life. And I'm coming to realize this, because I feel like I have so much potential with so many things, and I haven't set myself on one goal. I have a ton of things that I want to do with my life that I'm not being successful at any of them. I need to put myself in a box. I hate putting myself in boxes. I hate the idea of not being able to do something just because, oh, that's not your style, you shouldn't do it. Just look through my iTunes playlist for a bit and you'll see that I like variety. I like doing anything and everything I physically and possibly can. I've been in a billion different sports. I have, from soccer to football to wrestling to rugby to basketball to baseball to track and field. I've done so many things. I have experience in so many different fields, and I just love exploring them. I love the idea of getting myself out there, of quenching my thirst for curiosity. And that is what's killing me. The idea of doing so many things and making so much different type of content is hurting my channel, which is part of the reason I haven't grown my channel in 6 years. The most I've grown is 30 subscribers in the course of a year. This year's probably going to surpass it. I might get 50 subscribers this year instead of 30. But over the 6 years of this channel, I haven't seen growth. And it's put me into some depressive states, being like, no one's interested in my content. People don't like me. People don't like the character I have to bring. People, it just, when you are a content creator, you want people to enjoy your content. And with as small as a creator I am, with how much minimal growth I've seen, I don't see that feedback that I want, the feedback that I lust for, the stuff that makes you want to continue doing what you're doing. And I even started going to school for film to try and hone in on some video editing skills. And I love the topic, I love the subject material, but even with school, I just lose interest. And I think that's part of the reason I screwed up last year is I don't like getting put in that box. I don't like it whatsoever. I would much rather have the openness of doing whatever I want and then just going job to job to job to job for whatever pays the bills. I don't like the idea of having to do one thing for the rest of my life. I don't like the idea of shoving myself in a box and these are the skills that'll get you money. These are the skills you need to hone in on. These are the skills that matter. I can't focus on anything else in my life because money is what matters. Because life just likes to beat you in the face and be like, you can't do that, that's out of line. You need to shove yourself in a box. You need to shove yourself into a niche. You can't go outside the norm. You can't go outside the status quo. Otherwise, you're not going to be successful. You have to be in a box to be successful. And even with YouTube, as great of it was at the beginning, there are niches that have been filled. And if you don't fit those niches, you're not going to be successful. Casey Neistat's successful because he is a film enthusiast. He's a film buff who makes YouTube videos. He makes miniature movies with each video he makes. That's why he's popular. It's because of his quality, because of his production value, because of who he is. He's such a perfectionist with his videos, and to a degree, at least with the editing, that they're just amazing to watch. Then you have your gamers that are just natural entertainers when they're playing video games, like C-Nanners, like Captain Sparkles, like Ant Venom, who's now found a new formula that's working for him, and I'm struggling to find that niche, because I don't want to put myself in that box. I would much rather be able to upload whatever I want, because that's what's making me happy. That's the entertainment value I get when I edit a video, is I edit something because I feel like I would watch it, even though I don't know if anyone else would watch it. I make a video to suit myself, to do something to please myself in some degree. Sometimes I don't give two shits if people watch my content. And then I make a really good quality video, or I make something good with subject matter, and it gets 10 clicks if I'm lucky. And it's just not something you want to see. As a creator, you want that attention. You want to be able to see that you are adding something to society, and I'm not seeing that. I don't want to shove myself in a box, but I'm going to have to if I want to be successful at this. I'm going to have to follow some sort of niche to be successful in life. And that sucks. Because I want to do so many things, but I can't because I don't have the money. And in order to get that money, I need to be in a box. I have to shove myself in a box to be successful. And being an adult, that's what you realize. You realize you can't do everything you love. You realize you don't have the ability to do what you love. You have to put yourself in a box to get money so you could just survive. You can't, unless you're one of those lucky few, you are most likely going to be at a dead-end job that doesn't get you shit. That's why there's so many, like, the people fighting for $15 an hour, because they're in a dead-end job and can't get anywhere. A lot of them don't have the experience elsewhere to move on from McDonald's, from Taco Bell, from fast food in general. So they've put themselves in a shit box. And now I need to find a box to put myself in. I don't want to put myself in a box. I want to keep doing what I love doing, but I can't. I need to just grow up and put myself in that damn box. I need to be that fucking fish that climbs that tree, because that's what society wants. I need to put myself in that box, and it fucking blows. Screw being an adult. I wish I was a kid again, just so I could have the freedom of doing whatever the hell I wanted with minimal consequence, unless I did something completely stupid and out of line. But now as an adult, even having an imagination can fuck you over. Even having a differing viewpoint can fuck you over. Just not following the status quo of where you live can fuck you over. That's life as being an adult. There's nothing to it except following the same assembly line of shitty jobs and death. There's very few people that have been able to succeed at something they love doing, especially in the arts. And no one notices it until you're dead. This has gotten really depressing, but it sucks. I don't want to put myself in that box, but I'm going to have to if I want to make it anywhere in life. If I want to be able to afford a house, if I want to be able to afford school, I'm going to need to find something that actually makes me money. Because right now, I'm struggling to find a job. I have such differing opinions with people, and I don't like the way some things work that I butt heads with those that employ me. I just can't seem to find something that I'm going to be happy doing for the rest of my life. And the stuff that I want to be doing for the rest of my life, I can't do because I don't fit that niche on YouTube. I don't fit the status quo of what YouTube wants to do. I'm not exactly politically correct. I'm not the best at editing. I'm not the best at video games. I'm not the best at drawing. I just make videos because they make me happy. They're a release. They're something that I like doing, that I love getting better at. And if you've watched my YouTube for the last 6 years, which I highly doubt you have, my video editing has gotten better. My comfortability in front of the camera has gotten better. I'm more open. I'm more self-confident in putting myself out there. But it just doesn't work. Because I'm not strictly a gamer. I'm not strictly a news site. I'm not strictly a vlogger. I'm not strictly one thing or another. I like doing everything. I like being out there. I don't want to be in that box. And I've said this a million fucking times in this video. But that is what's stifling my YouTube channel. That's what's stifling everything I hope to be doing. Is the want to not be forced into a box. And realizing that I need to be in a box to succeed at life fucking sucks. Because you need to fit some sort of status quo in order to be successful. To even have a house, to even have a nice car, to have a family, you need to fit some sort of box. And I've always prided myself on the fact that I'm weird, that I'm out there, that I'm eccentric, that I'm not your normal person. But that's what's hurting me. That might also be why the hell I can't get a freaking relationship to save my life. I always go to the fact that I'm too weird for my own good. That I just don't know when to quit. I get attached too easily as well. And okay, this is going off on a complete different tangent too. It's always entertaining because people are always like, oh, you're the kind of person girls are attracted to. You're the kind of person girls want to be with. Okay, I get friend zoned all the damn time. And a lot of people hate that term, but it's true. I always get dubbed down to the brother figure, to the person who protects them, not the person they're interested in, not the one that they want to potentially be with. I'm always the brother. I'm always someone who they don't see as a potential partner. And even in relationships, that's hurt me because I'm how I am. I don't know. Just something about me just doesn't seem to succeed with anything. Like, yeah, and I think it's, again, it's going back to the not wanting to be in a box. Not wanting to fit the status quo. Being okay with being weird is what screwed me over so far. Because I'm too weird. I'm too eccentric. I'm too one thing or another that doesn't work with society. Even home life isn't the greatest because I don't fit what I don't fit the box that my parents want things to be in. I'm skirting the line. I'm outside of it. I'm not. I'm just tired of everything being forced into boxes and being forced into line. I don't want that. I want to be able to do what the hell I want to do. And society is not going to let me. So I need to hunker down, force myself into a fucking box, and figure out how to make a living so I can just survive. Sorry this video got really freaking depressing, but it's just a realization that I've come to, and it's a realization you need to come to as an adult. That you can't be what you want to be, because life doesn't work like that. You need to find something to be successful. And in today's world, that's money. That's just being able to not live in poverty. And that just sucks. In order to succeed in society, unless you're freaking lucky or a freaking miracle worker, you need to hunker down and follow the status quo, go into the assembly line, and put yourself in a damn box. Because there's nothing you can do otherwise. So, there's no success story out of this. I just need to go find a job and make money and possibly go back to school for something I want to do. But probably something more realistic than film. I probably need to go be a teacher or something. Something that, yeah, it'll get me by, but it's not necessarily want to do for the rest of my life. Something that just pays the bills. Film's not going to do that. YouTube's not going to do that. Nothing I want to do in life seems to be going that way. And it just sucks coming to that realization that I need to grow up and follow the status quo. Put myself in that goddamn box.